Hi, this is Kerry with Multicopter Warehouse and the DJI Colorado store in Lone Tree, Colorado. And today we are very excited about a new update that's available for the Osmo Pocket. There's a new update for the MIMO app as well as a new firmware. So I'm going to go through all these things. And why am I excited? Because this is a lot of the features many of us have been asking for from the day that it came out. So let's go over the list here pretty quick. In the MIMO app, we now have story mode. It was in the beta that you've seen some of it in some of the early previews that some of the YouTubers have done. So now we have story mode. It's different than My Story. The My Story feature allows you to take existing footage that you've taken and put it together in a unique way. Story mode is a quick and dirty way of putting together a short sequence. You go into there, you pick which template you want, and then it prompts you to shoot a handful of different scenes, and then it combines them into one quick story that's only about, depends on the template, but typically I think they're going to be around 6 to 10 seconds. So very short, condensed little pieces that you put together in advance. There's also a new watermark feature, which I think is kind of cool, and improved sharing to make it easier for you to share those videos. They've added 7 new templates to the My Story section. So that's kind of cool. That section has been just exploding. With every update, there's tons of new templates, which I think is very cool. That's also new music and all kinds of cool stuff. There's also 4K transcoding in the editor. So if you can get the 4K footage to your mobile device, usually that's going to be by taking the SD card out and using a reader to copy it to your phone, because you can't transfer the 4K footage directly over. Then you can edit 4K in the editor now. You can also use local music. So music that you have on your phone, you can now use in the editor as well. So that's really going to open up some creative possibilities for people. And there's overall bug fixes and performance enhancements. But let's get into the new firmware for the Pocket. This is where things are really, really exciting today. First off, you can go into Pro mode without having to connect it to your phone. That is huge, I think. So what we do is from the phone here, we swipe to go into video mode. We can select our footage just like we were able to before. So I'm going to do like 4K 30. I sure wish it had 4K 24, but that's not there yet. And then when I'm on the video screen, I swipe down, swipe left, swipe left, swipe left, and there's Pro. So I click on Pro. And now on the screen, I have more options in the upper left-hand corner. If I tap on where it says Pro, now I have Cine-like D color profile. So for those of us who do color grading, this is huge. This will make it a lot easier to match up the footage, hopefully give us just a hair more dynamic range, something I'm really looking forward to. We can change our white balance right there. So I have auto, sunny, incandescent, fluorescent, and then I can manually change it to a specific color temperature if I want. So I'm going to put that on, I'll just leave that on auto for the time being, just for the sake of it. Now you see exposure, it says negative 0.17. This is not just a simple EV. Now let's tap on that. Now we can adjust our shutter speed and our ISO. So huge improvement, not having to connect to the phone all the time just to get into these features. So this, I think, is super, super big. I'm very excited about having full control over my Osmo Pocket without having to pull my phone out and having Cine-like D color profile. You can also switch between AFC and AFS without having the MIMO app connected again. So another big improvement there. There's some improvements. Some people were having problems when you turn it off and it would go into the put away mode, that it wasn't lining up properly. So that's been addressed for some people. They say they've optimized the face detection. So that's going to make that face detection and the tracking a lot better. And we are going to have to try that out to see if we can notice an improvement. After the last one, I hadn't had any problems, but hey, any improvements are going to be worth having. And there's increased autofocus speed when you're moving it fast. So I had a couple issues with that. It wasn't major. I only lost 1 or 2 shots out of a bunch of them, so that wasn't a big deal. But again, any little improvement is going to help the product. Another big improvement is that they've improved or actually reduced the amount of focus hunting that happens in certain scenarios. Often that would happen in very bright light, or like looking at the sky, or often at night. So again, new features or improved feature there with the focus hunting. Hopefully that's going to solve problems for a lot of people. So very exciting news here. This is Pocket Firmware 1.04.00.20 just released today. I highly recommend, if you really want to take full advantage of your Osmo Pocket, it's well worth it to upgrade to this firmware. So thanks for watching. This has been Kerry with Multicopter Warehouse and the DJI Colorado store. Be sure and like this video, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you get notified anytime we put out new videos, and I will catch you next time. Bye-bye.